Hi, many good students and deserving students in 2024 couldn't get into NLUs or their desired college. So there is this question going around actually, whether they should take admission in 2024 itself in some private college, perhaps through some other exam, or they should wait for CLAT 2025, as they say, take a drop for CLAT 2025. In this video, we'll try and determine what should a logical person do in case he hasn't scored well, in case he or she hasn't got a good rank or a good college through CLAT 2024. But first, let us see what were the issues in CLAT 2024. Now, this has been repeated again and again and again. But let me just be clear, just repeat this one more time because perhaps this will put some things into perspective. First of all, there were many pain points. For me, it was specifically GK in passages. I mean, if you want to ask GK, why do you want to give it in passages? Students have been cramming up GK for say 100 hours or 200 hours. They have been working very hard to do this particular portion of the exam. So if you give that in GK, you take off all the edge from those students who have actually worked very hard, right? There was, of course, the length of the paper, which, okay, fine. I mean, it is going to remain what it is. Whether it is CLAT 2024 or 25 or 26, I don't think this is something they are going to reduce because this is what gives this exam its difficulty level, right? Then logical reasoning, every year there are issues with this, and I think these will persist. Some questions will always be debatable, especially in logical reasoning. And of course, every year there are issues with answer key. I think there were also issues with ranks and marks in this particular year. Specifically, with a difference of 1 mark, you could perhaps jump 200, 300 ranks, which is, huge. Now the question is, will these issues persist in 2025? I don't think anybody can predict, right? I mean, some issues will persist. I think the length is not going to be reduced. I mean, it is already 120 questions from 150 questions. Logical reasoning is what it is. Answer key related issues will be there, and this is something that you can do nothing about, right? So some issues will be there, some perhaps not so. I don't think next year there will be a GK in passages. But do understand one thing. People have been predicting very confidently that next year CLAT will be very difficult. बच्चों को डरा रहे हैं. Don't fall into that trap. It may or may not be difficult. This is actually the lesson of this year. You have to be prepared for everything and do not take premeditated shots either in cricket or in CLAT exam. Okay, so coming to this portion of the slide, I have just depicted it to show what kind of nonsense paper this was. So it was as nonsense as this picture. We have a balloon perhaps in the shape of a whale, but with a balloon we have an aeroplane with wings and everything, driven by kids, right? So this is as stupid as nonsense it can get in CLAT 2024. Do not think this will not be repeated. It might be so next year also. Okay, this is very unpredictable exam. Having said that, so how do you actually decide whether to take a drop or not? I have prepared a matrix for you. It's in the form of memes. I think you may relate with it, and it will help you to come to a conclusion in a logical manner, right? So obviously I have a preconceived notion and this conforms to it. So on this side, we have, if you have success in 2025, that is CLAT 2025. I'm talking about December 2024 exam, right? And if you have no success in CLAT 2025. On this side, what happens if you take a drop, if you don't take a drop, or if you take a drop, right? Let us say you don't take a drop and you are successful in 2025. Excellent. Everybody is happy, right? When your parents are happy, you are happy, your teachers are happy. You didn't take a drop, still managed to get some good rank, which is not very difficult, by the way, because first of all, You will have much time to prepare for it. Your board exams perhaps will finish in March. Your college starts in July or August. So you take admission in whatever college you are getting, perhaps some decent private college or some government college, and over the course of 3-4 months you can devote completely to your CLAT preparation. Again, let me tell you again, मार्च के बाद से ऑलमोस्ट अगस्त तक you have time. So April, May, June, July, 4 months you can prepare without any interference, right? Even after August, I'll say you can prepare pretty decently. You can take out say 8 to 10 hours per week, which is sufficient because ultimately you have written CLAT. And what do you need is just tracking the current affairs, and secondly, having some practice, some mock practice, right? You can easily take out 8 to 10 hours from your first year, aram se, and you can have fun also perhaps after December. So easily this can be done with your college. If you take a drop and still get in, yeah, I mean, you had confidence enough, and still it is a cause for celebration, right? It can happen, many people do that. Let us say you don't have a success in 2025 and you didn't take a drop. So okay, May, ठीक है, मतलब क्या फर्क पड़ गया? You still are in college, you still are going to go to second year, nothing lost, right? But let us say you took a drop and you didn't clear it. This happened with many people this year. Okay, that is why I don't suggest taking a complete drop. I don't know what is a partial drop. People keep saying partial drop, but basically partial drop is you don't take a drop. That is a partial drop, right? So basically you took a drop and you didn't qualify for CLAT or you didn't qualify for the dream college. You only have to cope now. Okay, life is of course not ended, right? Because there is much to do even after that. You have perhaps a decent college, and even if it is not a very good college, law, the career in law is not dependent solely on your college. It depends on your hard work, it depends on your network, so many things. But still, you will be unhappy for a few days, at least. That is at least my assessment, right? So what are the options? If I am telling you to take admission, if I am telling you not to take a drop for CLAT, what are your options? You have many options. For example, there are good colleges, AMU, BHU, etc. These are decent colleges. I won't say these are the best of the colleges, but even Allahabad University and Lucknow University, these are better colleges than most others. DU is obviously there also. MHCT, by the way, the date is out. It is in May, 3rd of May 2024. Still have some time for that. I think this is one exam that you should target. Okay. Then SLAT, LSAT, Bharati Vidyapeeth, Army Institute of Law, etc. There are other different colleges which are decent enough. I'll not say these are the best colleges, but these are decent. Many of these even charge very less amount of fee. Okay, so I will suggest you get on with your life and take admission where you can get. Now, what about CLAT 2025? Of course, you should write CLAT 2025. You have still 1 year to study, to revise, to practice, and to be perfect, right? And this time you should use very carefully. Right now, of course, many of you must be busy in your boards exam, but after boards, as I told you, you have 4 months. So devote yourself completely in those 4 months to CLAT preparation. And I'm pretty sure you'll get a good rank. So prepare for CLAT, prepare for AILET or other exams, and hopefully your hard work will be rewarded. If you have any questions at all, please do ask in the comment section. I'll meet you again. Thank you. Bye bye. Please do subscribe.